Python tuples. A tuple is another sequence data type that is similar to the list. A tuple consists of a number of values separated by commas. Unlike lists, tuples are enclosed with parentheses. The main differences between lists and tuples are: lists are enclosed in square brackets, and their elements and size can be changed, while tuples are enclosed in parentheses and it cannot be updated. So let's take a look on our previous script on lists. User scripts and lists.py. So lists can be updated. Let's try to update this script. Let's update the list index 0, which is ABCD, as you can see on top, into a EFGH string. And let's go ahead and print it. So let's go ahead and try this code, run it. So there you go. We changed ABCD to EFGH, as you can see below. Now if I wanted to change it into a integer, is it possible? Yes, because lists can accommodate different data types on its elements. Let's say I wanted to put here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's go ahead and print it and run this code. There you go. So from ABCD, we updated it to EFGH, and then we updated it again to 1, 2, 3, 4. So lists can be updated. Now let's go ahead and make our tuples Python. So tuples.py. Done. And save it on user scripts. Oh, sorry. Okay. And then don't forget your shebang line. Again, we always need that. Some common errors are in this one, so don't forget to put this line. There you go. And let's create a tuple list. Remember, a tuple list uses a parenthesis for its elements. So let's say A, B, C, D, comma 786, comma 2.23, comma John, so, and lastly 70.2 parentheses. And let's create our tiny tuple. Let's put there 1 through 3, comma, a string John, okay. Let's go ahead and print tuple. Add a documentation, prints complete list. Let's go ahead and run it. There you go. So we printed tuple list. Now if you wanted to print first element of the list, let's say print, just like the list, you address it through its index. Remember, when you address a variable on a tuple, it's not on a parenthesis, it's still using the bracket. It should be enclosed in brackets because it's addressing the index. It's like an array. Prints first element of the list. So there's a big difference between addressing the elements from assigning the elements. When you assign elements, you use the parentheses. When you address it, you use the square brackets. Let's run this program. There you go. We called A, B, C, D. Now, we wanted to print the first elements starting from second till third. So how we do it is print tuple bracket. The second element is 1 until third. So add a documentation. Prints elements starting from second till third. Let's go ahead and try this code. Run it. So there you go. You have 786 and 2.23. What if you want to print, let's say, elements starting from third element until it finishes the list? So this is how you're gonna do it. Tuple bracket. Since it's the third element, it's gonna be 2. Because A, B, C, D is R0, and 786 is the second element, and 2.23 is the third. And it's being addressed by 0, 1, and 2. And 2.23 is in the index 2. So 2 onwards, bracket, and let's add a documentation for it. Prints. It's not necessary to add your documentation, but for the purpose of documenting it and providing comments so that you have an idea on what it is, it's better to document everything. Third element. So let's go ahead and try this. So there you go. We started from 2.23 and until the list gets finished. Now we wanted to print the list 2 times. So let's go ahead and use our tiny tuple. Asterisk 2. So you're gonna print it 2 times. 2 stands for how many times you want to print your list. So print list 2 times. Run it. There you go. So tiny tuple has elements 1, 2, 3 and John, and it was printed 2 times, so we get 1, 2, 3 John and 1, 2, 3 John. Now we want to concatenate it. Let's say print tuple plus tiny tuple. So let's say prints concatenated lists. Let's go ahead and try this. So there you go. So our tuple list has A, B, C, D, 786, 2.23, John, 70.2, 1 through 3, and John. So that's our tiny tuple has 1, 2, 3, and John, and they are both they're combined using the concatenated symbol, which is plus. Now let's try to prove that tuples are a read-only list and you cannot update the elements, unlike the list. So let's try tuple index 0 equals, let's create a string EFGH. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's go ahead and print tuple. Oops, there you go, you have an error. On line 13, which is we wanted to update tuple ABCD to EFGH, is not allowed because type error tuple object does not support item assignment. So that's it. That's a tuples data type on Python.
Please subscribe and thank you for watching. Tune in for more videos.